Hola futuros compañeros del Valhalla, bienvenidos un día más a mi canal, al canal de Rudex Norris con Juego de Tronos, donde, joder, en este juego llega a haber una tía en pelotas y hubiéramos resumido Juego de Tronos en una sola escena. Aquí cadáveres, dos tíos con armaduras de distintas casas, digamos, y la tía en pelotas ahí al fondo y ya está, se resume Juego de Tronos en esas cosas. Vamos a meternos... Venga, hasta luego, un placer. Venga. No, ¿por qué? No hace falta liarnos a hostias, ¿verdad?
Well, well. If it isn't my old mugger friends, what a small world we live in.
Porky came running up, saying that some kind of superhumans attacked him. He was talking about
Superhombres.
that fool was so scared of seeing you again that he bolted before I could even reason with him. But I'm not afraid of you. You lied to us last time. When you said you'd give us your brother, it was just to save your skin, eh? Your pretty speeches won't save you this time. You'll learn what happens when you mess with the Reapers.
Pues ahora voy a estar un poco... Zas. Y mierda, no puedo. Flasca. Solo puedes usar viales. ¡Ah, tengo miedo! ¡Ay, la hostia! ¿Ya no tengo miedo? Perfecto. Me da igual, si vais a estar muertos. Me estoy ocupando más de este que del otro. ¡Ups! Parece que os vais a morir. Eso ha sonado muy estúpido. Mierda. Toma, hala. Y se acabó. La verdad es que este es un buen tanque. Este tío, el calvo, es un buen tanque. Obviously.
My brother was in a cellar that the Reapers attacked recently. I found his locket there.
Your brother? That guy who had a bounty on his head?
Sí.
Yes, I need to find him. And seeing as you're part of this gang, you're going to tell me everything you know.
Sure. But I doubt you'll learn much from me. Norris, our boss. He's the one who took care of it.
Ah, al final nos ha dicho lo de su jefe.
The stealthy type.
Where is this Norris?
Well, that's the thing. We didn't hear from him until about an hour ago. Since he went to collect the payment, in fact. I just learned that he was arrested by the gold cloaks.
Whose payment?
No clue. Norris usually keeps that kind of information
Normal.
to himself. The gold cloaks took him to their blasted tower over there. I have a feeling we won't be seeing him again.
The city watchtower, you say?
There. I've answered your questions. If you're going to kill me, then kill me and be done with it.
My quarrel is not with you, so I will let you go. But believe me, when I tell you that you do not want to cross paths with me ever again.
I'll remember that. Thank you.
Soy demasiado misericordioso, tío.
Norris imprisoned in the city watchtower. I can see no end to the challenges R'hllor has set against me.
Listen, I have good reason to believe that the famous city watchtower will be the answer to your problems. Your brother stands accused of patricide. If he still lives, he'll be in the dungeons.
Sí, sería lo
If he's been
suyo.
executed, they most likely will have stored his corpse in the basement while they confirm his identity.
You are correct. There's no other option. I must get inside that tower.
I should warn you, it won't be easy getting in. No civilians are allowed entry. The only way will be for you to pass for a gold cloak.
Pero
It seems risky, but it could work. What would it take to pass for
la armadura, tal vez.
You will need a full uniform. Breastplate, helm, boots, gloves, and a cloak, of course. I believe we'll be able to find everything we need in town. If you find yourself unable to secure any of the items, some craftsman could probably provide you with the equipment you require.
Claro.
But be warned, this service will not come cheap.
Let's give it a try.
Y vamos a coger cositas. ¿Qué más hay por aquí? Esto. Y tú sigues aquí. Por aquí, nada. Podríamos decirle a ese que si nos ayuda o algo. Bien.
The town's merchants should be able to help us. There's also a chance we'll come across men from the city watch patrolling the streets.
Eso es lo más probable.
Hard to find opportunities to acquire what we'd need.
Es que si no, si atacamos a los capas doradas nos pueden dar unas buenas hostias, que no son rateros cualquiera.
I I know that some city watchmen like to take a little nap when they're on their rounds. And
¿Dónde?
it just so happens that this place is quiet and remote, which makes it an ideal spot, I'd say.
Vale, nos está diciendo todas las zonas. Perfecto. Que me atraviesa la puerta. Ay, para allá. Como está intentando cargar mucho. Este es el mercader. Vale. No, quiero ir a donde estaban echándose la siesta. ¿Aquí tal vez? No. Bueno, ¿qué más da? ¡Hola!
Hello, my lord. How can I help you?
Hello, good fellow. I couldn't help but remark upon your stall. I've never seen so many different fabrics.
It's always a pleasure to meet someone who's interested. I have a great selection in deep silk, lace from Myr, wool from Gis, even a sample of the finest cloth made in the heart of 7 kingdoms. All of King's Landing comes to Andres.
So I've heard. Actually, that's why I've come to see you.
Ah, that's good to hear. You should know, my lord, that agreeable clients like yourself
mola.
get a special discount here.
Actually, I need a new gold cloak.
I see. So your old one's worn out, is that it? I swear, these cloaks are made by journeymen. Unfortunately, the city watch have their cloaks made elsewhere.
Les confeccionan las capas en otra parte. Por el precio adecuado.
Precisely. I'll be able to show them the quality of your work. Prove to them that you're at the top of your game.
Exactamente.
You're right. You have to be bold if you want to succeed. I will give it to you for 12 stags, just to cover the cost of the...
Vale, por mí perfecto.
I'd be indebted to you if you spoke to them about my work, yes.
Nada, venga, le voy
Then
a...
the deal is done.
Sí, le voy a pagar, pobrecillo. No le voy a...
Thank you. Oh, wait here. It won't be long.
No voy a ser tan hijo de
Take care,
puta.
my lord. See you soon, I hope.
He conseguido la capa, ¿no? Vale. Si me la pongo y esas cosas no va a pasar nada, ¿no? 39. Bueno. Es lo mismo que los tierres, lo que pasa es que tiene más coste energético, tiene más penalizador de desvío y la salud es la misma. Y no tiene bonus, pero bueno, ¿qué se le va a hacer? Vamos a irnos aquí. ¿Es este? ¿O este? Ah, este. Flement. ¿Qué pasa, Flement? Cargas mucho, juego de mierda. Para una puta conversación. Hola.
Good day to you. I hear you're a leather craftsman.
Aye, that I am. Are you interested in my wares? What do you need?
Ah, no, supongo.
I'd supply some stock.
Aye.
Ah,
there's
bien.
something
Un
for
tablón
everyone
nuevo.
here, and in every size too. Leather sells easily in King's Landing, like anywhere else. Anyway, I've no time for small talk. Either we strike a deal or you move on.
I need gloves and boots. But they have to be in the City Watch's colors. That's my only condition.
I see. I do have something in stock that might be right for you, but I'll need to make a few adjustments. For 95 silver
Bueno,
stags,
no.
I can make the lot for you.
¿Qué dices?
Isn't that rather a lot for such a simple alteration job?
Oh, I can't stand hagglers. This is quality leather that I'm selling, not dirty old rabbit skins. And this is no ordinary task you're asking of me. We're talking about City Watch supplies.
Come on, calm down.
Pero es que no tengo tanta
I could get
pasta.
into serious trouble for this, you understand? So you want to play the haggling
Hijo
game?
puta.
Very well. My price just went up to 120 stags for your gloves and boots. Or feel free to look elsewhere.
Damn thief. You won't be seeing me again anytime soon.
Hijo de puta.
Over here, my friend. Look, I've just got this in from Dawn.
No pienso comprarte. ¿Tú tienes? No, ¿verdad? ¿Botas de cuero Lannister? ¿Será que...? Venga. Tengo que hablar con él sí o sí.
You again? What do you need?
I'd like you to get hold of some gloves and boots in the City Watch colors. Could we please put our trifles in the past?
You call me a thief, and now you're asking for my help? It's still
Bueno, por lo menos no lo he
120 silver
aumentado.
stags. I haven't changed my mind.
If only I'd kept my mouth shut. Very well, here's the money, and be quick about it.
Payaso.
All right, stay here. It won't be long.
Te reviento la cabeza,
Here,
asqueroso.
it's done. Take good care of it.
Cuidadlo bien. Ahora como si me pongo a rajarlos. Es mío. Hijo de puta.
There you go. The gloves and boots are good.
Come take a look.
Bueno, y ahora por este. Que a este creo que le... A este le voy a vender cosas. Fuera. Para adentro. Ahí. Ah, no. Tengo que hablar con este. Bueno, pues vamos a hablar primero con este. Para vender un par de cosas, porque si no estoy jodido, no lo siguiente. Vender, 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 vender. Sharwick no. Valle de Halim, fuera. Valle de Halim. ¿Dónde está el sello de reconocimiento? Este, ¿no? Sí. Guantes de malla mercenario fuera. Cera de cuero fuera. Creo que ya. Sí, ya está. A ver tú. Ya verás, ya. Ya verás. El cuero y el peto, ¿no?
Lord, what can I do for you?
Good day to you. I'd like to inquire about having some armor forged.
Very well, my lord. What sort of armor will you be needing?
A City Watch breastplate and helm.
That's not usually my job, my lord. The gold cloaks have their own armor smith.
Yes, I know. It's just that I lost mine, and the commander is bound to punish me if I go back without them. To be honest, I'd prefer it if this job stayed between the two of us.
Certainly. I can arrange that for you.
Un dragón de
A
oro.
special order such as this will come at a much higher price. It's going to cost you a golden
¿Qué
dragon.
dice mierda?
But for this price, your breastplate will be the envy of all. It will be gilded with a finish worthy of the greatest of men.
I don't need any gilding. I'm just asking you for a standard City Watch breastplate. Are you trying to swindle me? Careful. I could always come back here with my friends and do a little inspection.
An inspection? Yes. Come to think of it, I can make you a breastplate and a helm which look a lot like those of your friends for a very reasonable price. Let's say 150.
Joder, cómo ha cambiado.
Stags.
There. I knew we could come to an agreement. Here you are.
Joder, cómo estoy gastando la pasta.
I'll get to work on your order right away. It'll be ready before you know it. Here's your equipment, my lord. Good day to you.
Me encanta estos cambios de rollo
Breastplate
de...
and the helm have been taken
I've
care
just
of.
got this in from Dawn.
Me la pongo ya, así en plan... guardia de la ciudad... Dios. Madre mía. Qué cosa más fea, por Dios. Joder, qué asco. No me gusta nada. Qué asco. ¡Ah, qué mierda! Where who? Vámonos. Ahí arriba es. Ups.
This is where I stop. From this point forth, you're on your own. Be very careful once you're inside. Pry as much information from the guards inside as you can. While you're infiltrating this place, I'm going to inform Lord Halton of our progress. I will be back shortly. Then I'll return here to await your arrival. Good luck, Sir Alistair.
Gracias, majo. Goyo Jiménez. Tun, 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 tun. Y nos hemos infiltrado. Joder. Pues primero vamos a guardar, porque no me fío un pelo. Vamos a guardar este. Ahora estaré casi sin dinero, tío. Mira, los 0 dragones de oro y... Madre mía. Justin.
It's helpless. With all the lashes this bastard is taking, he won't live to see another day.
What's the matter?
You were speaking of wages just now. I want in.
We're wagering on how long that bastard lockdown there is going to last. There's quite a number of us in, so we've gathered a tidy little sum so far.
I see.
If you want in, ask Captain Karen. He's by the dungeon entrance.
Bueno, pues yo os robo, ¿vale? Su puta cara, es que lo roben sus putas caras y pasan de mí a comer mierda. Madre mía. Hostia, este parece más chungo. Yo creía que iba a tener esa armadura.
You. What are you doing here?
I want to go up there and get a good view of the city.
Maybe when you're an officer. But until then, dream on.
Ojo, tío. Me has cortado todo el rollo. Eres un mierda y un mal nacido. Rufus. Cuéntame, Rufus.
Had it with all this. If Harold wants to find out who this corpse was, why doesn't he look into it himself?
Not so loud. If he hears us, we're headed straight for the hole, or worse.
Intimida.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Excuse me. I heard you talk about Sir Harold. Is he truly that bad?
Let me guess. You're a new recruit, eh? So let me give you a good piece of advice. If there's one man you shouldn't hurt, it's him.
Yeah, Sir Harold is the worst. I remember one day, one of the guards joked about his height. Nothing harsh, just a little laugh, you know. Well, he found out about it. The poor sod's been on latrine scrubbing
A ver, obviamente.
since that day.
Keep away from him as much as you can.
Lo intentaré. Voy a volver a hablar con él.
Yeah?
You were speaking of an unidentified corpse, were you not? Do you know if it's possible to see it?
The body of the nobleman? You think you'll be able to find out who it is? I've just spent over 6 hours trying, friend. There are more noble houses in King's Landing than lice in a brothel, so good luck with that.
Anyway, the body is downstairs. If you want to see it, you'll have to ask Carol.
Vale, ya van dos que me hablan de Caron.
I see.
Perfecto.
I have to know if it's my brother they speak of. I need to find a way.
Eso, díselo a ellos en la puta cara, payaso. Qué tonto es, por Dios. Durán. Vale, vamos a hablar con Durán.
Come on, it's a bit of fun. The prisoner couldn't care less, you know. He's going to die anyway. We may as well try and make a bit of money from his death.
What do you want?
Are you talking of the man who committed those murders in the sewers?
Yes, we've got him in the dungeon. Somehow, Commander Janos arrested him shortly after the crime was committed.
He's in one of the deepest dungeons. His two accomplices were in there with him, but they're dead now. He's the only one left. We gave them a good flogging. You should have heard them scream. But their boss, he's a tough one.
Su jefe. Vamos a volver a hablar con él.
What do you want?
I heard there were wagers being taken on the prisoner.
Yes, my friend here is taking part in a little game. He and his friends are wagering on the murderer locked up down there. All the others are dead. He's the only one left.
We're not abusing him or anything. We're just wagering on when we think he'll die. It's no skin off his nose as far as I can see.
A ver, ¿qué
If you
manda?
want to get a bet in, you'll have to ask Sir Karen.
Ya, sí, ya van dos que me hablan sobre Caron. Vale. Vamos a guardar la partida. No quiero hacer gilipolleces innecesarias. Vamos a guardar otra vez. Sé que es una mierda esto, que es como parte del vídeo en el que no hago nada, pero lo siento, de verdad. Andrew y Lester, venga, Lester.
Yes, but the commander seemed pretty desperate for us to burn the dark-haired boy's body as quickly as we could. It's a bit fishy if you ask me, and I have a feeling it has something to do with gold. Yes? Can we help you?
Is that body down there one of the victims of the sewer murders?
Yes. And since he's a nobleman, we're keeping him where it's cool while we wait to be told what to do with him. It shouldn't take long to find out who he was, as we already know the identity of the other victim.
It's kind of strange, actually. The other one was just a peasant's son. A dark-haired boy known as
Cedric, me suena.
No one knows anything about the nobleman. Why was he hiding in the sewers with a poor merchant boy anyway?
Forget about it, Morton.
¿No es el que matamos? ¿El Cedric?
Dead.
I need to know if it's my brother. I have to find a way to get down there.
Tenemos dos formas de bajar. Tanto diciendo lo de la apuesta como que queremos identificar el cadáver. Cuidado.
Only you could fall asleep right next to a crime scene.
Yeah, Sir Harold hasn't had me relieved for at least 2 days. But it could have been much worse.
Hola.
Hello there, friend.
Preguntémoslo.
Sir Harold is the one who manages the relief team, is that right?
Not just that. He's also the officer in charge of stewardship. And he doesn't mess around. The other officers can throw you into the dungeons or give you extra duties whenever they please. But Sir Harold, he's the worst.
Yeah, once he has it in mind to punish you, he'll drag you through the 7 hells.
Hello.
So, Benfrey, I hear you got caught.
Vamos a volver a hablar con él.
Hello there, friend.
Y ahora sobre el
I
asesino.
couldn't help but overhear your conversation. Were you just talking about a murder?
Oh, you mean you haven't heard about it? Now don't you worry about it. The commander's already found the killers, and they're getting familiar with the dungeons.
Vale.
He's not commander for nothing, eh? He's at a private meeting at Red Keep as we speak. He's a big man, our commander.
Vale, perfecto. Ahora tenemos que hablar con este, ¿no? Que es Caron. Vamos a volver a guardar. Sé que es una mierda. Lo siento. Pero quiero guardar porque no quiero... ¿Cómo se dice? No quiero... Me saldrá el nombre. No quiero jugármela,
Don't I
joder.
know you? Maybe. My friends tell me I have a pretty common face.
Yeah. Well, what do you want?
Sí, mi rostro es de lo más... Sí, no te ve el rostro. Tendré que encontrar una excusa. No tengo nada que decirle ahora.
I'm here to clean the dungeons.
Since when do we clean the dungeons here? Spare me your stupid
Joder.
jokes and get out of here.
Venga, lo de la apuesta.
What now?
I want to place a wager on this prisoner too.
That's great. The more the merrier.
Pues
I
claro.
want to see what I'm putting my money on first, though.
Go ahead. If he's dead, let me know immediately.
Vale. Joder. Yo creía que tenía que poner más pasta. Vamos, no me jodas. Voy a guardar... Sé que es una mierda, lo siento, pero... Es que me estoy viendo que me van a dar de hostias y no me apetece. Vamos a ver, ¿por aquí? Sí, aquí. Joder. Hola, gentuza. Ah, vale, no iba a ir ahí, pero vale.
Haven't seen you before. What brings you round here? Did you come to see the prisoner?
Yes, I want to see what state he's in before making a wager.
You'll have to come back later then. I shut the door. With this much money at stake, I don't want anybody getting any ideas.
Joder, ¿en serio?
I wagered that he would live 3 more days, and I don't want anyone killing him when I'm not looking.
A ver, razón
I
tienes.
see.
Pero voy a seguir yendo. Es tontería. ¡Oh! ¡Mírale!
No! His clothing. It carries the crest of Sarwick. All that effort. And for what? Gawain! No! I can't believe it.
No, no es
Perhaps
Gawain.
it's someone else. A servant. Anybody.
Es que
Wait. What's this? A letter.
es una carta, obviamente. Mi querido Gawain, tú me dijiste que el sol se pararía cuando no estuviera a tu lado. Encontrarás en este sobre un mechón de mi pelo. Puede que aleje la mala suerte y así puedas volver antes a mi lado. Mientras tanto, tendrás algo que recordarme durante las largas noches de soledad. Tuya, Falena. Es él. Es Gawain.
By the flame! And the girl's lock of hair is still attached to the letter. It really is him. Forgive me, little brother. I
Dale el beso de la
returned
diosa, anda.
sooner. What on earth were you doing in that cellar, Gawain? Why did someone want you dead? His murderer. He's here somewhere. And he will give me answers.
So, how's it going? Did you find out who it was? I'd rather get rid of the body before it starts to rot.
No. No, I have no idea.
Yeah, I suspected as much. Even his assassin
¡Oh!
was able to tell us.
Dímelo.
He's locked up in here, isn't he?
Yeah, in a cell close by. But I am in charge of the keys, and
A mí
I
que vas a
open
morir
the
muy
doors
mucho,
for no one.
I need to see him.
No way. There's too much money at stake for me to let anyone see him.
Te mato.
If you kill him, I'll lose all my money. And that would really get my knickers in a twist.
If you don't give me the keys, you're going to lose a lot more than your money.
What? Who do you think you are?
Listen, you brainless puppet. If you knew who you were talking to, you would beg me to take your keys. One word, just one word from me, and you'll be scrubbing the latrines of the City Watch for the rest of your life.
Era Sir Harold.
For 50 years, my family has been related to that of Sir Harold. You know who he is, don't you?
Yes, I know.
What? Do you think I'm lying? Then by all means, go and ask him. Please, I would be indebted to you if you just went...
Para esto servía saber de Sir Harold.
I believe you. Cursed nobility.
Puta nobleza.
Take the damn keys. I hope you choke on them.
A que te reviento.
Why, thank you. Now leave this tower and take that other guard who's waiting next door. I need to be alone. Go and make your rounds or whatever, and watch your tongue. If everything goes well, I'll do my best to forget this most displeasing conversation.
Hola. Sin hacer uso de la espada. Vamos, Alistair, tenemos que ir cabreados. ¿Aquí? No, aquí hay mucha sangre. Ah, no, es el de arriba, el bocadillo ese, vale. Aquí no hay nadie. Vaya, parece ser ese. ¿Te imaginas que el asesino realmente es Gawain? Y dices, vale. Y le puso la carta a posta y todo eso.
I ask the questions here. You're Norris, aren't you?
Bugger off.
Listen to me, fool. I'm not a gold cloak, but I can kill you right now if you so wish. On the other hand, should you answer my questions, I'll make it worth your while.
You're not from the City Watch? If you're telling the truth, I have nothing to lose. Ask your questions.
It was you who committed those murders in the sewers, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was me. With my boys. I'm not in here for nothing.
Who? Who hired you?
That bastard. Janos Slint. It was the commander of the City Watch himself who told me to slit the throats of the two men hiding in that damn cellar. We'd known each other for some time. He came to me in the tavern I frequent. He said he had a job for me. Said it'd pay 300 silver stags. Enough to feed us all for more than a year. I asked for part of the money up front, as I always do. He told me to meet him at his office, and everything went well. But when two of my men and I came to collect the other half of the money after I'd completed the job, he had us thrown into this hole. He tricked me.
How did you meet? Did you serve as a gold cloak?
No, not at all. But I've done this kind of favor for the commander in the past. There'd never been any problem until now, so I didn't have any reason to doubt him. As I told you, I was in his office upstairs when he made his offer. He paid me the advance without any trouble. When he left to get the money, I took a quick look around his office. There was a letter. I can't read, but I recognized the seal I saw at the bottom of that letter.
Oh, Dios.
Valar's, the Queen's lapdog.
Valar? Are you sure?
I know what I'm talking about. He and his bloodseekers have been getting in our way since they came to King's Landing. We're needed less and less because of them. I realized too late that it was them I was working for. I should have turned down this offer.
The Bloodseekers. Those damned thugs. If Valar really is behind all this, that letter may just help me bring him down. I have to get into this office.
Get me out of here. I told you everything you need to know. Your turn to help me.
No.
These scoundrels of the City Watch betrayed me. And now they're wagering on when I'm going to die. I'm the leader of the Reapers. If you save my life, you won't regret it.
Venga, va.
If you're telling the truth, and I find the letter you spoke of, then maybe I'll come back to free you. But if you're lying, by Relore it will cost you.
Y lo vamos a dejar por aquí. Espero que hayáis disfrutado muchísimo de este capítulo. En el siguiente capítulo iremos a ver si nos dice la verdad el jefe de los segadores. y veremos a ver qué pasa. Recordad que sonreír es gratis, así que aprovechad de ello. Un fuerte abrazo y hasta el siguiente capítulo. ¡Adiós!